Barron Trump is once again making headlines, and this time it's for something most people never expected. The youngest Trump has often stayed away from the chaos and spotlight surrounding his father. But recently his name was dragged right into the center of political and celebrity drama. Reports are now claiming that Barron Trump actually moved forward with legal action against Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. And while that news alone was enough to shock observers, what truly sent the internet buzzing was what unfolded inside the courtroom. Because according to eyewitnesses and leaked details, it wasn't Jasmine Crockett's legal team that dealt the heaviest blow. It was one witness who in less than 10 seconds completely shattered what many people believed was Barron Trump's carefully protected legacy. To understand why this story is blowing up, we have to look at who's involved. Barron Trump has mostly been a quiet figure, appearing rarely in the media compared to his outspoken siblings, but in recent months he's been thrust more into the spotlight, especially as Donald Trump continues to dominate headlines with his legal troubles and political ambitions. Many thought Barron would remain untouched by the storm, but apparently that was wishful thinking. Jasmine Crockett, known for her fiery personality and bold statements on the House floor, has never shied away from criticizing the Trump family, and her clashes with conservatives often go viral. So when Barron allegedly took the step to sue her, the media frenzy was almost guaranteed. The lawsuit, insiders say, centered around comments Crockett made that Barron and his advisors felt were defamatory and damaging to his reputation. While the exact remarks have been debated, the central issue was that she called into question the Trump family's legacy and hinted at Barron's possible involvement in matters that were less than flattering. Legal experts pointed out that defamation cases are hard to win, especially when public figures are involved. But what made this case unusual was Barron's decision to fight it so publicly. It gave off the impression that the Trump family wanted to prove a point, that even the youngest member was willing to defend their name in court. But here's where things took a dramatic turn. During the proceedings, Jasmine Crockett's legal team introduced a witness who was expected to simply provide background testimony. Instead, what happened in those few moments turned the entire courtroom upside down. This witness, who had direct connections to both the Trump family and long-standing associates, delivered a statement that was so impactful it reportedly left Barron's lawyers scrambling. The testimony lasted no more than 9 seconds. But it directly challenged the narrative that the Trump legacy was untouchable. The witness didn't just address Barron, they tied their words to the broader Trump brand, suggesting that the family's name carried with it not just influence, but controversy, scandal, and a shadow that would follow the younger Trump whether he liked it or not. Observers inside the courtroom said the silence that followed was unlike anything they had ever seen in a civil case. Even Barron himself, usually poised and quiet, was visibly shaken. Legal analysts who later reviewed the transcript explained that the power of the witnesses' words was not in their length, but in their truth. In less than 10 seconds, the witness managed to sum up years of questions about the Trump family, cutting through the usual legal arguments with a single devastating point: legacy is not inherited without baggage. For Jasmine Crockett, the moment was nothing short of a victory. While she didn't deliver the blow herself, her team's ability to bring forward such a powerful witness completely shifted the momentum of the case. Social media exploded almost immediately, with clips, quotes, and speculation dominating timelines. Hashtags tied to Barron Trump, Jasmine Crockett, and the witness went viral within hours. Commentators on both sides of the political spectrum weighed in. Supporters of Crockett hailed her as a fearless truth-teller who refused to back down, while Trump loyalists accused her of orchestrating a smear campaign against someone who, until now, had largely been out of the political fray. What makes this even more fascinating is how the public is interpreting Barron Trump's role. Many argue that by stepping into the legal spotlight, he opened the door for criticism that would have otherwise passed him by. Others say it shows a new chapter in the Trump saga, one where Even the youngest generation is not immune to the consequences of their last name. It raises the question, was this lawsuit about protecting reputation, or was it about proving that the Trump name still commands fear and respect? If it was the latter, then the outcome of this case may have done the exact opposite. As the dust settles, the implications are becoming clear. Barron Trump's attempt to silence Jasmine Crockett has instead given her a platform bigger than ever. Her supporters are calling the moment a triumph, a demonstration of how truth can't be hidden behind money, power, or family connections. Meanwhile, critics of the Trump family are pointing to the case as further evidence that the so-called legacy is built on shaky ground. And for Barron, the once shielded youngest son, the experience may serve as a harsh introduction to the brutal reality of public life. It's also worth noting that this isn't just about one lawsuit or one witness. It's about the larger cultural conversation around legacy, accountability, and influence. We've seen time and time again that no matter how much wealth or power a family holds, public opinion can turn in an instant when the right words are spoken. 9 seconds was all it took for one witness to reframe Barron Trump's attempt at defending his name into a story about the weight of family history. For the Trump family, the damage control machine is likely already in full swing. Statements will be released, counter-arguments will be made, and efforts to paint the lawsuit as a misunderstanding will no doubt dominate their media strategy. But the reality is, once a moment like this goes viral, it can't be erased. The internet never forgets, and in today's climate, perception often matters more than legal rulings. So as we watch this story continue to unfold, one thing is certain: Barron Trump's move to sue Jasmine Crockett may go down as one of the most surprising and risky decisions of the year. What was supposed to be a defense of his legacy turned into a public shattering of it, all thanks to a witness whose words will be remembered long after the courtroom doors close. Whether you see it as justice, irony, or simply the unpredictability of public life, the message is loud and clear. In the battle between reputation and reality, reality almost always wins.